Good morning, and welcome back to this Christmas Eve edition of Solely Voids. For those who celebrate, Merry Christmas. Let's see what's new. We have successfully beaten most of the events that were going on. Looks like we do have an artifact enhancement event and then a festive deck of fate. So we earn coal, and it's from summoning, basically. Can I get anything in here that's not the fragments for this champion? Looks like there's some things, but maybe nothing that we're really necessarily into. Okay, another artifact enhancement event. We're probably not fully prepared for that, but that's okay. We have the silver, but I meant like we're not fully prepared in terms of having a bunch of gear at level 15. Okay. Looks like we also got here. Well, hello. Look at that. Christmas gift. A sacred. You know, if they really knew anything about me, they would know I would prefer a void shard. I'm just kidding. That's pretty sweet. They always give you a good little pull here. So we'll take that, obviously. Will be good for us. Looks like we got a summoning crystal. That kind of stinks because there's no voids in the pool. Will it pull it automatically? I believe it will. So let's just, I guess, pop off and see what we can get. Alright, this guy. Don't know anything about him. Well, while we're at it, might as well see what that coal gets us. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so it actually doesn't look like there's really a ton going on. We have completed everything. We actually were even able to go in and get the extra 10 essence from the dungeon divers. Because we spent, I doubt that you guys pay attention to this, but we had about 8,500. We spent over 1,000 gems grinding the dungeon divers over the last couple days, just using that for energy. Just to make sure we got it done and got it done well. So that is kind of where we're at, but it looks like we have a bit of a buy day, which is kind of nice. Unfortunately for me, there was going to be a day over the next couple days that I'm going to have just available. Today would have been it, but I don't have to travel at all. So if I need to set multi-battles on the old computer while I'm out doing Christmas stuff, I can make that happen. Alright, let's see what the clan boss brought for us. Anything of interest? Let's start here. Yesterday was a banger. I had 3 voids. One from each difficulty of clan boss and then from the arena. So, gonna be tough to top that. We're on a start. Let's go. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot right there. 5 void shards in 2 days. It is truly, it's Christmas time. Let's go. Never a dull moment here on the Solely Voids. Okay, let's take a peek. Where can we upgrade some silver? As that is kind of what we're looking for. Now, I can't imagine you guys watching me upgrade gear is the most entertaining. It is the reality of the game, and that's what we have to do. If we want this void legendary, we got to go through. I need to start marking my champions that don't have everything leveled. Okay, so like this here eventually got leveled. We'll just give her that. Okay. He's geared up. Actually, what we can do while we're in here is let's go down to the Sacred Order and let's start looking at banners that have speed on it. That'll save me some time. Do we have good protection gear? Not really, but that does have speed, so maybe it's worth it. Because I just know at some point we're going to need to gear up these champions. It'd be pretty cool to get like a resistance banner with a lot of sub rolls on it. for Lady Noelle, because we're going to run her almost exclusively with Sir Nick. So if we were to get a resistance gear piece, man, we don't have jack. All of those banners stink. I'm not going to do it quite yet, but I'm really close to just selling off a ton of stuff here. Okay. Looks like we just really... Here's a couple good pieces just in general, though. Accuracy with speed is good. See, there we go. See, how hard was that? Not that hard. But anyway, so we know we're going to have to level both of these folks up, and I expect us to be on the up and up with that. I mean, I think when it comes to this weekend, I just don't see any reason once we get to the... Whatever the last event is, obviously, is going to be our last barrier, because I can't fuse early, because then I lose the ability to fuse the epic, which I'm definitely on pace to getting. So that kind of stinks. But at the same time, price of progress, you know. So we have good old Towering Titan, just good for nothing, man. Just been in the same gear I geared him in just to... I think I said in a previous episode he was the first, and I don't think he was. I think he was the second. I think Battle Stage was my first. And I used her actually quite a bit, but she is definitely very underwhelming champion. Alright, so we just are going to go through, and anybody who could be a Faction Wars champion is going to get 16. Level 16 gear. And then beyond that, do we have crit? We don't. I think it's because he's like the only one that can stay alive. That's okay. But anyway, so what we'll go through is we're going to make sure all of our Faction War champions have 16 gear. Once we get to that, then what we start doing is we'll start going in here and just leveling up all the good pieces into 16. It's kind of how I operate. But it's going to be... Like, we're not going to get into our stash here. It's going to be just strictly... Because this will help us way more than getting a bunch of gear to level 12. Alright. Okay. Guys, got a lot of crit rate. And then furthermore, if we have a champion with some gear... That's good. We can always just go and steal it later. And there's like a no gear swap tax or whatever it is. So I'd be curious to know if you guys are on pace to complete the fusion and the Sir Nick. Were you guys able to do both or attempt both or just able to get one? If you were able just to get one, which one did you go for? I feel like if I was only going to be able to get one of the two, I probably would have went for Sir Nick just because of the unkillable aspect of it. Seems very, very valuable. But I'd be curious to know where you guys are all at because, I mean, if you've been following the series, have been kind of prepping for basically this exact event for quite a long time. Like, I don't want to say I knew it was going to be 2 void fusions essentially, but I did prepare to have a void fusion where the prices of everything were really high, and so I hoarded shards forever, and I still have actually a lot of shards yet available to myself. So man, that's got to be close to good enough, right? I kind of was spacing out. Like, I still have, even after spending almost half of my primals, all on my sacreds, and almost half of my ancients, I still have 145. And now having 17 voids. It'd be cool if this weekend was... Whoops, I went way overboard there. That's not good. That is not good. That's okay. Let's see what's in that chest. Okay. Mortal Soulstone, we'll take it. We like those. We like those indeed. We don't get... Ooh. That's going to have to be a purchase, I think. Yeah, we don't get a ton of this stuff here, so it's a little bit few and far between. But we desperately need to start farming this stuff up. We gotta snag that. Get a little extra HP on her. We'll figure her blessing out in a moment. But what I'm really excited for is I'm pretty confident that this is at least going to unlock Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Her plus Cernic. But if it doesn't, what it is going to definitely allow me to do is get through the Iron Twins. You know, just put Frenzy out there for a burn and just keep him alive. You know, between those two and like a Painkeeper or something like that. Try to keep it simple. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we got 4 more events to go. Champion Chase, Champ Training, Dragon, maybe another Classic Arena. I think there's only been one Classic Arena. Is there a Void Fusion calendar? No, there's not. Yeah, there's another Classic Arena. This 27th, so this does go pretty deep. Wait, tomorrow's the 25th. 26th is Thursday. 27th is Friday. There's a pretty good chance we're just done straight up on Friday. So this weekend might be our this Saturday's or Sunday's edition of Solely Voids. It's likely going to be the one where we get to it. That's a good feeling. Kind of ready to be done with these so we can just do whatever we want. Okay, so what are we going to do today that since it's a buy? Probably good. The right thing to do is probably not use our energy, not use our gems, and just probably not play a whole lot. I realistically will probably try to tackle these 2 things here just to get them done. And so that when I am on Iron Twins Void, we have a shot of actually getting this, and so that we can just start, keep steady pacing our way through it. It doesn't hurt that there is a Sand Devil tournament attack. Can I get anything good out of it? The Soulstone at the top is something worth it. We're not going to go that hard though, so I think that is kind of the whole gist of the episode. I can't really think of anything else that we really need to update on. Yeah, I mean, I guess we've done our Chimera. We need to have an episode where we do our Chimera for sure. What did we do? We do normal and easy, I believe. Yeah, so 20.92 on easy. And then on hard, 12.78. And I both think those are top chests, so I think that's pretty good. We don't have super versatile champions quite yet, so we're still finding a way to figure out how to climb up the ranks of that. But these, what do you call it, we got are actually kind of cool. We got some really good ones. So this relic here, we got Wearer's turn meter boost reduction effects. Reduction. So I need to swap this out. I misread this. I thought this was the reverse of that, of her turn meter boost, but this is boost reduction. So I need to put this on. How do I take this off? Unequip. We'll pay the 80. Yeah, I need to put this on Shu Zen. Okay, I misread that. Okay, so, but the boost reduction effects are boosted by 15%. That's pretty good. As far as just a random relic that we got on doing Chimera, that's pretty solid. What else did we get? Some other champions I know have relics. So then here on Yakarl, we got a wearer's turn meter increases by 10% when applying all these different things, but one of them is freeze to debuffs to enemy and only occurs once per turn. Well, I mean, he applies a freeze basically at, 2/3 of the time between his A2 and A3. That's pretty good, and it gives him a little extra accuracy. And then here I gave this to Diana because she's in Clan Boss. It gives more crit damage, and I would have preferred that to go to Yakarl, but it has 20% chance to deal 10% more damage when attacking. I just feel like this is got its best use in Clan Boss right now, just to try to crank that damage up. But yeah, I mean, we haven't gotten a lot of those things, but I mean, they've been pretty good. And then I did get a, I did get this. I don't know how good I just don't know who I would put this on. When wearer receives fatal damage, reduces it by 50% of their turn meter, and then fully reduces their turn meter. Cooldown 1 turn. Like, who does this go on? Like, what kind of champion reduces it? What is it? Reduces the fatal damage by 50% of their turn meter, but then it also fully reduces their turn meter. So if they're gonna die, they lose their turn but live. So I guess maybe like Arbiter because she's fast, and then she hopefully pick her speed back up. I don't know. It's tough. I'm not sure how good this one actually is, or maybe I'm just like not understanding it. Is what I'm maybe learning. The other thing is I don't know how to put these gemstones on anything. I think these are the ones that I own. So like upgrade, rank, and yeah, I guess, or do I have to actually click on these little sockets? I do have to click on these sockets. One of them's good. Turn meter increase effects are 10% more effective. So if I go into upgrade, and then like, how do I put it on this one? Oh boy, I'm panicking because I know that other people are going to watch me trying to figure this out. Oh, right here. Okay. Please be available. So it's got to be a rectangular one. I only have circular ones. Dang it. Or a diamond. Rhombus. Rhombus is the proper word for that, I think. But either way, this like mechanic thing just like randomly caught my attention the other day, and I think it's kind of cool. Okay, I already have intimidating presence on Arbiter, so I'm not sure I need it on another one. Oh man, she's probably just a polymorph kind of champion, I would imagine. Although I do use her in a lot more than just the arena. She just is kind of at her best there. But we'll just take that. Okay, that's the whole video. Yeah, otherwise I plan on being back on Thursday for the Thursday episode of Solar Void. So don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. And I will see you folks on the other side.